What's going on, everybody? Fedor here from 3D Print SOS. Welcome back to the channel. I have finally finished printing all of the parts in the bamboo 4x4 kit by 3DSets, and I'm just ecstatic to get this thing started. I found a really good hardware supplier in China. It took less than a month to get my hardware, and the cost was only $33 for everything. I tried to outsource from the United States so I can hopefully get it faster, but the cheapest I found was between 120 and 160, and the count for all the hardware was exact. Whereas here, the minimum order for each bag was 50, so I'm going to have a ton of extra left over for small bits, like if you needed 6 of something or 3 of something, you still had to get 50. So at $33, bargain. I'm going to include a PDF document in the description below. It's going to have total costs for everything. It's going to have line items of every single item that I used, and it's going to have links to all of them. If you guys are interested in doing one of these kits, everything will be down in the description below so that you guys can build it yourself and check it out for yourself if you like the build. I used 3D Max filament for this entire thing, except for the metallic bits. They were printed in a Yusu silver, simply because 3D Max doesn't have silk filaments quite yet, but everything else is printed in their filaments, and I suggest you get one of those 10-roll bundles, because that makes each roll $8.99. And for the body itself, the yellow, I needed a roll and a half for that, and a roll and a half for black, and then I sprinkled in all the other colors: white, gray, transparent, red, we got orange. You get the idea. I took a bunch of their filaments, as you saw in some of my previous videos, and this was all printed from them, and I'm just so excited to get started. I have the bearings, the belts, the motor that's going to be powering this entire thing. I'm just excited. So, without further ado, let me stop talking and let's get this thing built. All right, let's go. Alright, looks like we ran into our first issue, and that's with the dashboard. While trying to put this together, I broke off the little handle from the dash. I'm going to try to glue that before I do a reprint, because this is a 2-color and it'll just take some time. So I'm going to try to glue it after I install this into the dash. But the main part is my screws that I was trying to go into these tiny little M2 holes. I stripped the plastic out of them, so as you can see, they could just go in here like it's nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some brass inserts into here, some threaded inserts, and I'm just going to use a smaller M10 to attach the dashboard to the firewall. But I'll do that off camera, and I'll get it attached just so we can keep moving with the build. Alright, let's get this problem solved and let's keep going. Alright, we got another little mishap happen. This time it's with the folding rear seats. I actually had a lot of trouble printing these little silver brackets because they're thin at the bottom here and a bolt has to go through. So as you can see, this is one way they break, this is another way that they break, and this little loop missing is another way they can break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in place and then I'm just going to glue them together. I don't need these necessarily to be moving in the interior, so I'm just going to make them stationary. So they're really cool multi-piece, and I still think if I glue them, no one will ever know, and they'll still look good. So this one is actually okay, besides for a little crack that happened right here. So I'm just gonna put them in the position that they need to be, and I'm gonna super glue them, and it'll be perfectly fine. Cool. Let's keep going.